In Sakamoto Days Season 1 Part 2 Episode 6, the narrative shifts gears from the intense confrontations of the death row prisoners arc to the intriguing setup of the JCC Transfer Exams Arc, marking a fresh chapter in Taro Sakamoto's reluctant return to the assassin world. The episode opens with a brief respite following the chaos of previous battles, where Sakamoto, still recovering in the hospital, reflects on his partnership with Shin and Asakura. Acknowledging Shin's growth though not vocalizing it, Sakamoto decides they must infiltrate the Japan Clay Creation JCC, the premier academy for aspiring assassins, to uncover more about the enigmatic antagonist Soar revealed as Yuzuki. This decision stems from intelligence that Soar was once a student there, adding layers of mystery to their quest. Key moments unfold rapidly, blending high-stakes action with the series' signature humor. Sakamoto and Shin pose as transfer students, blending into a group of eccentric applicants aboard a plane en route to the exam site. The test kicks off unexpectedly when the proctor announces a brutal free-for-all. Only 3 bullets are hidden among the passengers, guarded by test admins, and survival means securing one without lethal force, though the rules are loosely enforced. Chaos erupts as applicants turn on each other, showcasing inventive, non-lethal takedowns. Sakamoto, ever the master of improvisation, wields a simple pen like a deadly weapon, inscribing defeats on an opponent's face in a hilariously brutal display that echoes his legendary hitman prowess while adhering to his no-kill vow. Shin supports with his cleverness, dodging attacks and providing comic relief through his exasperated reactions to Sakamoto's unorthodox methods. A standout sequence involves a spaghetti-related distraction gone wrong, highlighting the absurdity amid the tension. The episode introduces a vibrant cast of new characters, each bringing unique quirks to the assassin-in-training dynamic. Akira Akao, a blushing and seemingly inexperienced girl with hidden depths hinted as related to Sakamoto's past ally Rion Akao, stands out as a potential ally or wildcard. Other applicants include the cowardly mohawk-wearing Jaeok, a masked enigma, the scarred glasses wearing tough guy, and the aggressive Toromaru, all vying for spots in this cutthroat environment. Returning faces like Heisuke Mashima and Liu Shiatang appear briefly in flashbacks or mentions, grounding the story in the core group's camaraderie, while allusions to the Order, including the mythical Takamura Liam in the background, teasing broader conspiracies. The atmosphere is a delightful cocktail of suspenseful competition and light-hearted comedy, evoking the thrill of a battle royale on a confined plane while poking fun at assassin troops. The confined setting amplifies the claustrophobic tension, with passengers scrambling for survival, but Sakamoto's deadpan efficiency and Shin's wide-eyed panic inject levity, creating a tone that's equal parts exhilarating and absurd. This episode effectively transitions the series into a school arc vibe, promising deeper world-building in the assassin underworld while maintaining the family-oriented heart that defines Sakamoto's journey. The animation in this episode, handled by TMS Entertainment, shows incremental improvements over Part 1's inconsistencies, particularly in escalating the violence and gore to match the manga's raw energy. Blood spatters and visceral impacts feel more pronounced, adding grit to the plane brawl. Fluid character movements during Sakamoto's pen-wielding sequence stand out, with dynamic camera angles capturing the chaos from multiple perspectives, enhancing the sense of confined frenzy. Background details, like the closet airplane interior and flickering lights during fights, contribute to an immersive, lived-in world that reflects the manga's detailed panels. However, the production still falls short in fully realizing the arc's potential for high-octane action. Some fight choreography feels stiff, with shortcuts in frame rates during group scuffles leading to a sense of choppiness that dilutes the impact of key takedowns. Character designs for the new applicants are faithfully adapted but lack the polish and shading and fluidity seen in top-tier shonen adaptations, making crowd scenes appear cluttered rather than kinetic. The humor-driven moments, like the spaghetti gag, shine through expressive facial animations, but overall, the visuals hover in mediocrity, raising concerns about how TMS will handle the increasingly complex battles promised in the JCC arc. While the color palette's muted tones inside the plane contrasting with vibrant character accents adds atmospheric depth, it's clear the studio is stretching its resources, resulting in a serviceable but uninspiring presentation that praises the source material's creativity more than elevating it. Overall, Episode 6 serves as an engaging pivot into the JCC Transfer Exams Arc, blending the series' hallmark action comedy with fresh intrigue and character introductions that expand the assassin lore without losing sight of Sakamoto's endearing family man gore. The balance of tension and laughs keeps the pacing brisk, and the setup for alliances, rivalries, and Slow's backstory builds genuine anticipation. It's a strong hook that reminds us why Sakamoto Days stands out in the crowded shonen landscape. That said, the animation's lingering shortcomings temper the excitement, occasionally pulling viewers out of the immersion and highlighting the need for more consistent quality to match the manga's inventive fights. Looking ahead, I'm optimistic about the series' trajectory. The JCC environment opens doors for deeper character development, especially for Shin and the new recruits, while escalating threats from Slow's organization could deliver epic confrontations. If Part 2 builds on this foundation and refines its visuals, Sakamoto Days could solidify itself as a must-watch blend of heart and havoc. For now, this episode earns solid praise for its storytelling flair but warrants constructive critique on execution. Here's hoping the Academy trials push the production to new heights.